Time to cake up like the Freddy Krueger movie. Die, don't wake up. This ain't the type of stuff that I can make up, paid off of you. If you die, that's a pay cut. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Shalom, shalom. Time to wake up out of hibernation. We the higher nation. Why we hesitating? Why we waiting? We move off a drive, that's determination. They determine who died, just the harmonation. They got nukes in the sky just to burn a nation. But it's up to the most high final determination. And if it's that, you know that I'm here first. And I don't fight no more, I bust my leg first. I told you the last would be the first, but it was two when they was birthed. Yo, my chest hurt, high fever, and my head hurt. So much murder in the land filled with red dirt. COVID victim by the ventilator. Head nurse said that they ain't gonna make it, but they think the meds work. Herbalistic, I'm in the growing green. Like magician, yeah, you knew something happened, but I ain't sure a thing. For the competition, I go hard for the team. Ain't no social distance, I ain't in the quarantine. Check the manuscript, encrypted in a microchip. Chemical war, and if they buy, who's selling it? Guns for hire, when they fire, they wire it. Manuscript on hush hush, that be quiet shit. On the label packet, don't touch, the shit is hazardous. Most of the stuff that you know, you never mastered it. Kwam, Shalom, Yasham, Yasham.
Until you go, and I'm alone. Until you go, and I'm alone. Until you go, and I'm alone. It's not easy.
YAH Israel. You know what it is, this the mighty Hebrew. Shout out to my man Yahudah, live and direct, Tanzania, East Africa, originally from Philly. You know how we do, Honey Park style.
Got off the phone with my OG. She in Chirac and you know it's OC. She said thank y'all that he put me OT. Cause she know I've been in the streets since '03. She felt I want a safer route. Things I'm doing in the street, somebody take me out. Man, I miss my granny, really wanna take her out. Guess that's why I'm on the grind like a paper route. Going through a lot since Corona, and I'm feeling like a loner. Time to wake up, smell of salt or ammonia. Snatch your body even if you ain't a donor. In a deep sleep like we in a coma. Never stuck up in the system, I'm a Roma. All the truth up in Simpsons, ask Homer. Death all up in the smell of aroma. Stuck in a deep matrix. Real can't recognize real around all this fake shit. Put me in the situation, I can't make shit. Only one option left, I'ma take shit. Living in the real Truman Show. Eyes on everybody, yeah, they tryna know what you know. Stand tall, you know I can't never go. Ruach Kadash, Abraham and Isaac flow. Mind move 100 million horse speed. Lead you to the food, no need to force feed. Move at your own speed, I suggest you read. Some born to follow, but some born to lead. Just watch out for the vaccine. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Praise Yah. Hallelujah. It's your boy YAH. And I'm back with another episode of Word of Mouth. I want to give a shout out to my co-host out in St. Vincent. Much love and respect to all my people out in the Caribbean islands. I want to give a shout out to the Sweet 704, Benny Smith Jr., aka DJ Uncle Benny. I want you guys go and look up www.thesweet704. The Sweet 704. Also, I want you to check out Tony Picasso and the national artist and much more. I would just say he is a creator. He creates things. Check out Tony Picasso. If you're in the Decatur, Illinois area, check out Tony Picasso. He got the paint vibes. I'll keep you guys in tune for that as well. I'm going to give a shout out to Rafa Allah, Yasha Allah. Check out truthovertradition.com, www.truthovertradition.com. She has a lot of natural supplies, natural things for the hair, for the skin, toothpaste. She also has a nice garment, clothing, fringes, zits. Check out Rafa Allah, Yasha Allah, also known as Rafa Allah, a artist. She is a artist. Well, correction, Rafa Allah, a author. Rafa Allah, a author, and she is a author. She has a book entitled Little Book of Ancient Prayer Code. Little Book of Ancient Prayer Code. Make sure you guys check that out. Check our website out, www.truthovertradition.com. Also, shout out Dr. Moray Ewell. He has a book as well, The Hebraic Thought of Passover. He has many books, but The Hebraic Thought of Passover by Dr. Moray Ewell. Much love and respect to you. Shout out to Hollow Herb, way out in Toronto, Canada. Shout out all my people out international in the four corners of the earth. Much love and respect to all of my people. Shout out Hollow Herbs. Go on YouTube, guys. Check out Hollow Stone. Check out Hollow Beginnings. Good Kid, Sad City. Come. Be on the lookout for a lot of upcoming interviews, upcoming reactions. I have a lot in store for you guys. I have some bombshells. I have some room shakers. I have some great things in store for you guys, so please stay in tune. And last but not least, I want to give a special thanks to every single one of you guys that's tuning in. Phone, TV, however you watch this, Facebook, YouTube, watch it now or later. I really appreciate you. In the midst of your coming and going, I appreciate you. If you watch it in the morning, in the evening, or in the nighttime, I appreciate you. I pray that the Most High increase you and your family abundantly. If you can hear or see this recording. So, I come before you guys in great spirits. I wanted to, you know, I was down here. Um, I was doing my work and stuff, and I was doing a lot of work, guys. And I was just thinking about stuff, I'd be down here thinking as I'm working. You know how when you work, you be thinking, right? So I'm working and thinking, and I'm just thinking about a lot of things, and proverbs and things of that nature, and thinking of all of these sayings. I was just thinking about all of these sayings, a whole bunch of sayings. I was thinking to myself, "There's nothing new under the sun," you know, uh, all of these different sayings, right, guys? And I began to realize a lot of these sayings that we say come from our ancestors. And in particular, the ones that I was thinking about was from Solomon. And then I plunged into a Alice in Wonderland type of whole portal. A floodgate was open, and I just began to dive into it. And I was blown away with all of the wisdom of Solomon. So much so that I wanted to share it with you guys. Okay? So, when we read the scripture, guys, what we do is we basically let me adjust the adjustments. Let me adjust the adjustments. When you read the scripture, guys, it's not just for reading as if it was some type of entertaining movie or story. It's also for learning and betterment. Okay. So as I read these things and I go over this stuff, I try to apply it to my life and analyze it for the betterment, and I can understand things as it comes, upon me. So I just want to share a couple things in hopes that the wisdom of Solomon will brush off on us. Okay? Some of the wisdom of Solomon will brush off on us, and we'll make more wiser choices in our life. It's about life is a series of choices, guys. Life is a series of choices. Please make the right choices, guys. It's your choice to make. It's not somebody else's choice to make, although other people pressure you to make these choices. Okay? So I was blown away with all of these sayings, guys. And I prepared a great presentation for you guys. Okay? I piled together a lot of these things that was kind of blowing me away. And I prepared it and I put it together and I wanted to present it to you on behalf of YAH and all of the instructions. I'm a messenger with instructions. And I have to carry out my instructions to finish my workload. It's just like at work. You might love your job and all, but you're definitely trying to finish your workload. Because if you don't do this, you can't do that. That's the type of situation I'll be in, guys. So I put all this stuff together because it was blowing me away, guys. The wisdom of Solomon. Big up Solomon. Big up King Solomon. The honorable King Solomon. The son of the honorable King David. Okay? The royal stock. Okay? And it was a lot of significant things. And I want to go over these things, guys, in hopes that the wisdom of Solomon will brush off onto us. So I was seeing stuff. We're gonna go off into a couple verses, guys. We're going to go off into a couple of verses. I'm going to do it this way. Well, you know what? That's fine. Okay, so we're going to go to Proverbs 1 and 7, guys. We're going to go Proverbs 1 and 7. The wisdom of Solomon. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of Yah is the beginning of knowledge, but the foolish despise wisdom and discipline. The fear of Yah is the beginning of knowledge. This is the wisdom of Solomon. These are quotes of Solomon. When the spirit of Yah was on Solomon, these are the type of things that he was moved to say. The fear of Yah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. If you want to search out the creator Yah, Ahaya, Yahweh, Yahweh. If you want to search out the creator, the Father, the Abba, the first step is fearing him. That's the first step. But guess what? Like Solomon said, the foolish despise wisdom and discipline. Con. And there was stuff like that. Proverbs 3 and 5. Proverbs chapter 3 and 5. We're going to stay in Proverbs for a while, guys. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5. No, that's not what I want. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'll do this. No problem. No problem. You know how it is with these machines, guys. They're going to find out when they want machines to run things, they're going to find out really fast that they're incapable of doing such. Proverbs chapter 3, guys. We're going to go to verse 5. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in Yah with all thine heart. Lean not upon thy own understanding. Trust in Yah with all thy heart, and lean not upon thy own understanding. Let me pop back out on YouTube. Yo, YouTube. Hey, yo, YouTube. This is what I be talking about, guys. I'm going to put you back over here for a second. Everybody relax for a minute. Actually, bring it in a little bit, guys. Bring it in a little bit. This message is a little, it's very important. Bring it in a little bit, guys. Come a little closer, guys. Come here. Yeah, come on. A little closer. I'm not going to bite y'all. I'm not going to bite. So, lean not into your own understanding. You know, it's very important that we stay in these scriptures and we stick. It's very important that we stay in the scriptures and we do thus saith Yah. Huh? Don't get off into your own understanding. Don't get off into your own emotions of things. That's what that means. Your emotions will make you make mistakes, guys. Okay? Watch that. Be very, take heed to that type of stuff, please. It'll be best for you. You know, stuff like Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Come on, guys. Pride goes before destruction. Pride goes before destruction. Who decided to call themselves pride? Who named something pride? And then have you ever heard of a big celebration called Pride? What are they proud of? What the hell are you proud of? You proud because your family disowned you? I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm here to this is word of mouth, the home of truth and exposing all lies. Lies don't have a identity, it's a principle. I'm not attacking people, I'm attacking the principle. And I'm not talking about a school either. So don't mess around and play around. Okay? We're talking about pride goes before destruction. There are no coincidences. When people name these things after these things, it's a reason why, and the Most High mock you. That's the Most High mocking you. That's the Most High mocking you. You get it? Listen. Everything we get from the Most High. If you know somebody who has a great sense of humor, the Most High has the best sense of humor. If you know somebody who's a comedian, the Most High got the best jokes. You will be laughing all day long. The Most High is the best author. He put together stories. He's the best strategist. He's the best lawyer. That's why when judgment comes, we're not gonna stand a chance. This is far worse than the Fed case. This is 100% set, 100% conviction rate, 100% conviction rate. The Feds are 90-some percent. That's really good. But y'all's 100% by the time you're gonna lose this one. And when I say lose, this is for 2/3 who have been haughty. And just like in Proverbs 1:7, the fool that despise wisdom and instruction, those are the people there. Those are the people. Those are the people in judgment time that's going to be in trouble. The people that despise wisdom and instruction. You despise wisdom and instruction now, but when y'all come around, you're going to be like, oh, yes, we're going to be good. We're ready to be good now. We're ready to be good now. Hey, I pray that we all okay. Because I'm not on the side of knowing that I'm okay either. But every single day, I try my best. And have it on my mind. It's not sweet. It's not sweet. Just like they can get it, we can get it too. The Most High is not playing around. And all the unrighteous ones are going to get wiped. I'm telling you right now. So all of this is an effort of us getting close to the Most High. The wisdom of Solomon. This is the episode of Word of Mouth. And today we're talking about the wisdom of Solomon. Why? Because I was down here doing my work and I was pondering on our people and our ancestors. And I was thinking about Solomon and the wisdom of Solomon and all of the quotes that he had, all the things that he said and the way that things happened. And I was so blown away by everything. I wanted to share it with you guys. Why? In hopes to have some of this wisdom brush off on us somehow. To see people like Solomon who dedicate their life to Yah, it might inspire one of you. It might inspire you, or it might inspire you to, guess what? Follow Yah, to search his face. My job is done today. I'm very happy. I'm very optimistic about this happening as well. I know a few of you are going to grab this information and you're going to make it a betterment for your betterment. I'm very enthused and excited, and I'm very optimistic and positive about this situation, guys, because the information is getting out there. It's been brought to my attention, side note, that you know, a lot of people are on the fence about putting out information that we are uneasy about the way you guys are treating us with the information and with our program that we put together on behalf of YAH. So, side note, I'm going to talk about that. We're going to get into that very soon, guys. But back to King Solomon, back to the wisdom of Solomon. You have other stuff like Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Iron sharpens iron. King Solomon said that. You see all of these great quotes. Look at all these great quotes from the honorable King Solomon. Huh? It was more. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. All that talking crazy is going to make the situation worse. A smart, wise person know how to de-escalate a situation, is what he's saying. Now, if we learn that principle there, we might can save our life. I'm giving you the information. It might save your life. Learn when to not talk crazy. Learn when to shut up, actually. It might be best just to shut up. I shut up plenty times, and I'm still here, guys. And if it happened again, and I need to be silent, I'm going to be silent. This is not a rocket science type of situation. This is easy, guys. This is a no-brainer. Humble down, pray, seek your face, walk in righteousness, and never look back. Come. So I get this looking at all of this stuff. There's nothing new under the sun. I get to looking at all these things, and I want to dive a little deeper into, because when you read the scripture, guys, it's not all physical. It's not all spiritual. It's everything. Okay? So when you read about people's life, it's an entendre. It's wrapped in an entendre. Okay? It's wrapped in an entendre, meaning it's multiple meanings. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 2 Samuel chapter 12. 2 Samuel 12. Don't meet me there, beat me there, guys. 2 Samuel 12. We're going to go to 2 Samuel chapter 12. 2 Samuel chapter 12, guys. Don't meet me there, beat me there. The book of 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 24. Okay. All right. So this is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 12. We're going to drop down to 24. And David confronted Bathsheba, his wife, and went into her and lay with her, and she bore a son and called his name Solomon. And the Lord loved him. And y'all love Solomon. Look at that, guys. King Solomon, dad name is King David. Mom name is Bathsheba. That's his parents. And he went into her and lay with her, and she bore a son and called his name Solomon. And y'all loved him. Y'all love Solomon. You see that, guys? So we see here that
Yah was, Yah always have his favorite in certain children, and maybe not favorite, but it's a certain seed that's going to be chosen. Let's just say it like that. And we see here that Yah loved King David's son from the get-go. I like that. Let's continue though. And they reiterated in Chronicles chapter 1, verse 3 and 5. They reiterated there. We'll go there just because we'll go there. They reiterated in Second Chronicles. This is 2 Samuel 12 and 24. We're going to go to First Chronicles chapter 1 and 3 and 5, and that reiterates what we just read, guys. We're going to go to First Chronicles chapter 3, verse 5. The book of First Chronicles chapter 3, verse 5. Check it out, guys. The book of First Chronicles chapter 3, we're going to drop down to verse 5. And these were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shimea, Shabba, I don't know, Nathan, and Solomon, 4, and Bathshua, and a daughter. So as we can see here, he had siblings. But it's just like what I just said though. Hold on, let me pop out YouTube. Let me pop out 1 second, guys. It's just like what I said though. You see how in these situations, like King David, he had multiple brothers, but he was chosen. Solomon had multiple siblings. Joseph, he had multiple siblings. You know what I'm saying? And they're being chosen. Even with the smaller family, Isaac was chosen out of Ishmael. Jacob was chosen out of Esau. And it's always these he picks in the chosen seed, and it goes to the line of the chosen seed. So we're gonna continue, guys. We're gonna continue. Let's continue on. Come on. So let's go. So from this point here. So this was going on, guys. In this episode of Word of Mouth, the Wisdom of Solomon episode, I was moved based upon my research and my studies. I was moved to share information about King Solomon, the wisdom of Solomon. But I think it's very important to see the birth, see the journey. You always see the end progress, the end result, right? We see the end result, but what were the steps to get to the end result? Do we think that he's just a wise? Do we think that he's smart just because he broke? How did it happen? What was the process? If you're a person that searches for wisdom and knowledge and these type of things, this person right here will be great to study, to research the steps that was taken to acquire this information. So I'm right now. I showed you the parents and the siblings, and I showed you the fact that y'all love Solomon. So and also he was the son of the king of all kings, King David. We're gonna do an episode. We're gonna do a special on King David. Don't worry about that. It's coming soon. He was the son of the king of all kings. Very significant. He was the son of an anointed person. This person was anointed. We're going to do a special on anointing really soon. Really, really soon. So I want to continue on the story. Let's continue the story and see how did he acquire this wisdom. Because these stories are not just like a story that you'll watch on a movie and be like, oh, that's a good movie. That was great. That was an Oscar nominee. No, it's not just about that. It's about using that information in your life for betterment. So we're using these situations, these scenarios, all of these principles, and we add it into our life and to make ourselves better. That's the purpose here. Much love and respect to everyone who's coming and going. This is the Word of Mouth podcast. I am your host, Yahudah. I really appreciate you stepping in. Right now, we're covering the wisdom of Solomon. The guy who was saying there's nothing new under the sun. You know, the guy who was saying iron sharpens iron. The guy that said don't lean on your own understanding. This was this guy. Maybe you wasn't aware that this person was responsible for these sayings, King Solomon, and there's many more as well. But so we see that his dad was King David, mom Bathsheba, and we see that Yah loved Solomon. He had siblings as well. So let's continue. Let's continue on. Let's continue on and reveal these principles. Let's reveal these principles, guys. So it's a lot going on here, guys. We're going to go 2 Samuel chapter 12. 2 Samuel chapter 12, guys. 2 Samuel chapter 12. We're going to go 2 Samuel chapter 12. No. I'm wrong. We're going to go 1 Chronicles. We just did that one. We're going to go 1 Chronicles chapter 22 and 9. 1 Chronicles 22 and 9. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. 1 Chronicles chapter 22, verse 9. First Chronicles chapter 22, drop down to verse 9, guys. Behold, a son shall be born to thee, who shall be a man of rest. And I will give him rest from all his enemies around about. For his name shall be Solomon. And I will give peace and quietness unto Israel in his days. Look at that, guys. Do people know that? He was in his time of rulership, it was peace. Look at that. Quietness and peace in his days of Israel. Let's see if it's more on that. Yeah, verse 10. He shall build a house for my name, and he shall be to me for a son, and I will be to him for a father, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever. Hey, can I ask y'all a question? How long is forever? How long is forever, guys? Look at that. Let's look at it again, guys. Let's look at it one more time. Behold, a son shall be born of thee, who shall be a man of rest. And I will give him rest from all his enemies round about, and his name shall be Solomon. And I will give peace and quietness unto Israel in his days. He shall build a house for my name, and shall be for me for a son, and I will be for him for a father, and will establish the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever. Quick question, guys. How long is forever? Is it a time? Is forever over? Is forever over? What's forever mean, guys? He's the king forever? Interesting. You know what? Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's dive a little deeper though. Okay, we see that Yah said that he's gonna set up the kingdom forever. Come on. Let's go to chapter 28. Let's stay in First Chronicles and go to chapter 28. Let's take a look at chapter 28. First Chronicles chapter 28. We're gonna go 5, drop down to 5. And for all my sons, for Yah has given me my son, for Yah has given me many sons. He hath chosen Solomon, my son, to sit upon the throne of the kingdom of Yah over Israel. Come. And he said unto me, Solomon thy son, he shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be to me for a son, and I will be to him for a father. Come. He reiterates this stuff. Let's keep it going though. Let's go to verse 29. Let's go to verse 29. Now we're getting somewhere. Verse 20, First Chronicles, verse 29, we're going to go 1. And David the king said unto all the congregation, Solomon my son, whom alone Yah Elohim has chosen, is yet young and tender, and the work is great, for the palace is not for a man, but for Yah Elohim. Come. So look, this is the deal, guys. Solomon was chose to do the greatest work any human will have. This surpasses a job like the president of the United States. This surpasses a NASA job. This surpasses any job you can imagine. This is the most prestigious job that you would ever imagine in your life. And he was chosen to do it, to make all of these things in the place that the Most High will come when he visits this place. Very important, guys. Very important. Very strategic, very detailed. It cannot be any screw ups. This is not that type of situation. This is a situation where all the masters are around doing the master work. The best architect, the best, the best of everything. And this stuff is state of the art. This is state of the art stuff. This is the highest level of technology, guys. Highest level of technology. When you get to understanding the all of the things that go into the temple. I will do a special on that as well. I won't leave you hanging. I got you. Come on. So we see that Solomon wasn't just an ordinary kid. Solomon was destined, and Solomon was chosen to build the temple of Yah. Very important. Not just for our people, for everybody. This is like for the sake of humanity, for the sake of every single living person. This is very important for your sake, for our sake, for everybody's sake. Huh? So we see that now, right? So he's starting to grow. He's starting to educate himself in all of these areas. I want to continue on with the story, though. Let's continue on with the story. How did Solomon acquire this information? How did he become wise? We're going to go to 1 Kings chapter 1. Don't meet me there, beat me there, please. 1 Kings chapter 1, guys. 1 Kings chapter 1, we're going to drop down to verse 13. 1 Kings chapter 1, drop down to 13, guys. Go and get thee unto King David, and say unto him, Did is not Yah, O king, swear unto thy handmaid, saying, Assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne. Why then does Adonijah reign? Huh? Why does he reign? A lot of people like to question what y'all gonna do, and it's not smart to do that. Nathan, the prophet, and David confronted the promise that Solomon will succeed him, and David orders Zabak and Nathan to anoint Solomon as king. Behold, verse 14, behold, while thou yest talkest there with the king, I also will come in after thee and confirm thy words. And Bathsheba went in unto the king into the chamber. Now the king was very old. So, he was old. And Ashag and the Shemite ministered unto the king. Come. And Bathsheba bowed and prostrated herself unto the king. And the king said, What wouldest thou? And she said unto him, My lord, thou didst swear by Yah thy Elohim unto thy handmaid, Surely Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne. And now behold, Adonijah reigneth, and thou, my lord the king, knoweth it not. And he hath slain oxen and fatting and sheep in abundance. And he called all the sons of the king, Abiathar the priest, and Joab the captain of hosts, but Solomon thy servant hath he not called. And thou, and thou, Yah the king, the eyes of the Israel are upon thee, that thou shouldest tell them who shall sit on the throne, my lord, Yah. Of my lord, king after him. Otherwise, it will come to pass when. So what's going on here is this was going on here, guys. It's just like everything, guys. For some reason, when y'all set something up and we be telling people this was going to happen, for some reason, people don't believe that. Excuse me. People do not believe it. Why is that? It's just like right now. If we say that we're going to be free with our reparations, people be like, no, you're not. They do not think that y'all able to do it. Just like with Abraham and Sarah, he told Abraham, you're gonna have a kid in your old age with your wife. They end up what? Getting Hagar pregnant. Why? Because they didn't think that was gonna happen. I wouldn't dare speak bad about Abraham. I'm just saying they didn't think it would happen. I'm not saying he didn't think it would happen. His wife brought the idea up. So, and I'm not saying anything bad about her either. Things happen. I got a great deal of respect for them. But what I'm saying is people don't think that this stuff gonna happen. So they didn't think it was gonna happen. They're saying, yo, we got all these other people that's gonna be in line to be a king. If you don't open your mouth and talk up, then Solomon ain't gonna be king. Somebody else gonna take his spot. Ain't no such thing as take our spot. Just like right now. Most High promised us all the land that people fighting for over there. In other parts of the world, these countries and these land masses belong to somebody else, guys. Yah is going to come back and give it back to who it belongs to. You can believe that it's not. That's fine. That's your choice. Just like these people didn't believe it. A lot of people don't believe it. But it will come to pass, guys. Let's continue. Let's continue, though. Let's continue because this is getting interesting. This is getting really interesting, guys. And lo, we're going to continue with the story. And lo, while she talked with the king, Nathan the prophet came in, and they told the king, saying, Behold, Nathan the prophet. And when he was come in before the king, he bowed down before the king with his face to the ground. And Nathan said, Yah, O king, hast thou said, Abijah, Adonijah will reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne? For he is gone down this day, and have slain oxen and fatling and sheep in abundance, and have called all the king's sons and the captains of the host, and Abathar and the priests. I'm messing up a lot of these names. Bear with me. Behold, they eat and drink before him, and say, Long live King Adonijah, Adonijah. But me, even me, thy servant, and Zadok the priest, and Benaiah, the son of Jediah, I'm going to say Jediah, and thy servant Solomon has he not called. Is this thing done by my lord the king? And thou hast not declared unto thy servant who shall sit on the throne of Yah after the king him. All these people know that King David. See, this is going on, guys. All these people know King David old, so they're trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, yo, you need to put your will together. You need to do all this stuff because you got to go hit some. We need to know before you go, because if you go before we know what we're gonna do, somebody's gonna mess up somewhere. So they on this heels about that. Let's continue. Then David answered, said, Call me Bathsheba, and she came into the king's presence and stood before the king. And the king swore and said, As Yah liveth, who hath redeemed my soul out of all adversary, verily I swore unto thee by Yah, Elohim of Israel, saying, Surely Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne in my stead. Verily, so will I do this day. Then Bathsheba bowed with her face to the earth and prostrated herself to the king and said, Let my lord King David live forever. And King David said, Call me Zadok the priest, and Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah the son of Jediah, and they came before the king. And the king said unto them, Take with you the servant of your Lord Yah, and call Solomon my son to ride upon mine own mule, and bring him down to Galilee. And let Zadok the priest and Nathan the prophet anoint him there, king over Israel, and bow ye with the horn, and say, Long live the king, Solomon. Then ye shall come up after him, and he shall come and sit upon the throne, and he shall be king in my stead, and I have appointed him to be prince over Israel and over Judah. And Benaiah and the son of Jediah answered the king and said, Amen. So say Yah Elohim, the Lord the King, as Yah has been with my Lord the King, even so he'll be with Solomon and make his throne greater than the throne of my Lord King David. So Zadok the priest and Nathan the prophet and Benaiah the son of Jediah and the Sherethites and the Pelethites went down and called Solomon to ride upon King David mule, and brought him to Gihon. And Zadok the priest took the horn of oil out of the tent and anointed Solomon. And they blew the ram's horn, and all the people said, Long live King Solomon. Come. We're gonna do a special on the anointing, like I said earlier. It's a very specific process. It has to be done exactly right, or it won't work. So that's what a lot of these people get these movies with these rituals and all this stuff. You gotta say the words just right. You gotta do everything just right. It's kind of like that, but way more hard. This is, like I said, this is the most prestigious job role to be honored with this type of stuff. So we see here, out of all of the commotion, we see when all the smoke clears, Solomon anointed. He had King Solomon. So King David had King Solomon anointed. So at the end of the day, guess what? Yah word remained true. A lot of people try to make Yah word a lie. If Yah says it's gonna happen a certain way, it's gonna happen a certain way. There's a whole bunch of people that try to go against that and make it seem like Yah some type of liar. Then this is another key thing here too. I want to bring this out as well, guys. Check this out right here. I want you to check this out, guys. Let's go back into the scriptures. Let's step back into Torah, guys. It's a safe place. This is our safe place. We step inside of Torah. There's nothing but peace, elevation, edification, and the great bright light. We're gonna go First Kings. We're gonna go First Kings chapter 3 and 5. Don't meet me there, beat me there, please. Don't meet me there, beat me there, please, guys. First Kings chapter 3. We're gonna go chapter 3, guys. The book of First Kings, chapter 3. We're gonna go chapter 3, but we're gonna go verse 5. And Gibeon, the Lord Yah appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and Elohim asked, "What I shall give thee?" And Solomon said, "Thou hast shown unto thy servant David, my father, great kindness, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept him for him the great kindness, and thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And now, Yah, my Elohim, has made thy servant king instead of David, my father. I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for a multitude. Give thy servant therefore an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and evil, for who is able to judge this thy great people? And the speech pleased Yah. And Solomon had asked this thing. Listen, guys, you see that? His answer pleased Yah. His answer pleased Yah. He didn't ask for riches. He didn't ask for gold. He didn't ask for a whole bunch of houses. He didn't ask for a bunch of property. He asked for understanding to judge righteously. And you know, that answer and that response pleased Yah. So if you want to please Yah, we're going to do these same things, right? That's why I'm bringing this stuff up. I'm bringing it up to spark the thought, to awaken the slumber priests, prophets, and saints out there. To spark the thought to step back into your greatness. How do you step back into your greatness? Humble yourself. Pray. Confess of all the bad things you did. Seek your face. Walk in righteousness and never look back. This is how we do it. This is the process. But in the midst of your journey and in the midst of your going towards Yah, seeking his face, These are the things that please Yah. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Verse 11. And Elohim said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither have asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thine understanding to discern justice. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there has been none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall anyone arise unto thee like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there has not been any among the kings like you unto thee all thy days. And if thou will walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. So now we understand why he's so wise. Now we understand where all these quotes come from. It's not because he woke up in one day. It's not because he just genetics. It's not because his mom was smart, his dad was smart. So together he's super smart. No. It was the information that Yah gave him. The same information he gonna give us. He can give us. It's about what you want. You see what he said? You didn't ask for riches. You didn't ask for your enemy life. You didn't ask for a longer life. You asked for understanding and the determine between justice, the determine between good and evil. He said, because of what you asked, I'm gonna give you wisdom beyond anybody that ever lived before you or that ever will live after you. So technically, Solomon was the most wise man ever. Not only that, you know what Yah said? Because of this thing, I'm gonna give you something else as well. I'm gonna give you riches and honor on top of the wisdom. Just because you didn't ask for it, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. So not only that he was the wisest man, he was the most richest man, and he had the most respect and honor. Yah gave him all these things. Why did he give him all these things? Why? Because he just searched for justice and being a good person. Okay? So if you're a person that seek these things, this is how it's done. This is how you get it done, guys. Let's continue. Let's go. Let's look at some of let's take a look at some of his commands and his charges. Let's take a look at some of his duties. So we know that he was given rulership. We know he was given wisdom. Let's look at some of the duties let's look at some of the duties and some of the actions that he took as king. What was his works? We know that he was king. We know that he's wise. But what was his works? What were some of the things that he did as king? It's just like saying, if you're the president, what are you doing as a president? Are you getting stuff done? Are you doing stuff for the betterment of the country? Or are you taking us through hell? Which one? First Chronicles chapter 22, we're going to go verse 6 through 10. The book of Second Chronicles, chapter 22, verse 6. Then he called for Solomon his son and charged him to build the house of Yah, the Elohim of Israel. And David said to Solomon, my son, as for me, it was in my heart to build a house unto the name of Yah, the Elohim, but the word of YAH came to me saying, "Thou hast shed blood abundantly, and hast made great wars. Thou shalt not build a house unto my name, because thou hast shed much blood upon the earth in my sight." See that, guys? Let me give you a side note, guys. Let me give you a side note. Let me give you guys a side note. Excuse me. All of the things that we see, they are bound by very strict rules and strict regulations. Things that just don't happen because people feel like it. Like I was saying in the episode about these witches, these tarot card readers, these palm readers, these zodiac masters, these astronomy people, these mediums, right? All of the people that do voodoo, the people that play with Ouija boards, the people that play with all of this left-hand practitioner stuff and familiar spirit stuff. There is a strict process to doing these things, and you guys are cheating, and you're avoiding steps. And what's going to happen as a result? You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in serious trouble. You don't have to believe me. Just wait and see. You don't have to believe me. Just wait and see. But concerning Solomon, you know, he was set to do all of this stuff. You know, we see that the Most High gave him wisdom. The Most High gave him riches and honor, right? But also the Most High said, if you would keep my charge and keep my law, statutes, and commandment like your father, then I will, I will lengthen your life. And that comes with a responsibility as well, guys. You're not going to be the king of Israel and not have responsibility. You still have to lead the people, but in the beginning, he already was responsible enough to ask for understanding and know how to do that. So that was the wisdom of him in the beginning. So he been a wise person before he was given them all the information that y'all gave him. Let's see if there's more on that. Might be more on that. Behold, a son shall be born to thee, who shall be a man. Okay. He shall build the house of my name, and he shall be okay. I got that part. So we see that Solomon, he asked for wisdom. We see that Solomon asked for wisdom, and we see that the Most High gave him wisdom, riches, and honor. And why did this happen? Because he seek righteousness. You know, side note and a message to everyone who taking these bad deals and doing all these things that go against their morals. Stop doing it, because y'all has all that and more prepared for you already. Don't be like a ungrateful kid that doesn't want to obey their parents, so they go out elsewhere to get things done outside of their parents' permission. That's what it's like when you deal with the voodoo and tarot cards and all stuff like that. You're not doing it with y'all permission, because if you were doing it with y'all permission, you'll be a priest. Because what you're doing, that's what priests supposed to do. I don't think you understand the penalty for doing stuff the priest's supposed to do if you're not a priest. It's specifically left for those guys and women. So the priest and the priestess, they're supposed to do that only. It's not like anybody who feel like they want to do it, they do it. It doesn't work like that, guys. None of this works like that. It's not that kind of situation, guys. Come. Come. So let's recap, guys. This is an episode of Word of Mouth. And this here is a frankincense and myrrh incense. Okay? So as I burn this spice and herb and aroma, hopefully this is pleasant to y'all. Hopefully this clears out this room. But as I burn this here, as we begin to come to a conclusion, the wisdom of Solomon. How did he acquire this wisdom? He acquired this wisdom because he seek y'all face, and in the midst of him having basically like a wish, instead of having a worldly wish, a selfish wish, he had a wish dedicated to his people. You know, he put himself 100% in service of his people. You know, the honorable King Solomon. You know, we don't do any type of bad mouthing on our ancestors, talking about the things that they did when we're not in that position. We don't have any authority to speak that type of way anyway. We're going to talk about that's why I chose to speak about the wisdom of Solomon. Iron sharper iron, that comes from Solomon. Don't lean into your own understanding, that comes from Solomon. Nothing new under the sun. All of these things. Huh? How did he get that wisdom though? Because he seeked your face. He was humble. And he was selfless. He cared about his people. He cared about the job. He didn't just want to be the king. He wanted to step into the role and represent properly. So he wanted to be prepared. He realized he wasn't prepared. That's important, guys. When you know you're not prepared, act upon it. Don't continue in your foolishness and get wiped out. Act upon it. Sometimes it's good to be like, I ain't ready for this. Let me get myself ready. Don't step into something you're not ready. Huh? That's not wise. In the spirit of King Solomon, I want to become more wise. I want you guys to become more wise. Let's make wiser decisions, guys. Let's make wiser decisions. Let's make decisions based upon longevity and not YOLO. Never do things off YOLO. Because that statement is incorrect. That says you only live once. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. So if you have that type of thinking, you're going to ruin your life. Be wise. In the spirit of King Solomon, let's make wiser decisions, guys. How do you make wiser decisions? By staying into your scriptures. You have to stay into your scriptures, guys. This is how we make better decisions. You're not going to make better decisions on your own. We're not that good. Don't con yourself. Don't lie to yourself. It's really easy. You know everything to say to convince yourself of stuff. Don't do it. Con? So I'm going to give a couple more verses. I'm gonna go 1 Chronicles 22 and 19. I'm gonna leave you guys on this one. This has been an episode of Word of Mouth. I am your host, Yahudah. Praise Yah, hallelujah. And, you know, I was moved to bring you information about the Honorable King Solomon. the wisest man to ever be born. Some of the sayings, iron sharpen iron. Let that message, take that message with you, iron sharpen iron. Get with your brothers and sisters, make each other better. There's no that take the lean not into your understanding. Take that principle with you. Let's put our emotions to the side and stick strictly with law, statutes, commandments. Strictly with the word of Yah. Get rid of our emotions. Let's try to not lean into our own understanding and spirit of the Honorable King Solomon. Let's let this information be a betterment to our life. Let's apply it. Let's apply this stuff. Let's practice this stuff. I'm gonna leave you with this. First Chronicles. We're gonna go First Chronicles. We're gonna go chapter 7. Now we're gonna go 29. We're gonna go chapter 29, verse 19. Chapter 29, verse 19. And give unto Solomon my son a whole heart to keep thy commandments, thy testaments, testimonies, thy statutes, and do all these things, and to build the palace for which I have made provision. And this is the same message that David gave Solomon, the same message that I'm gonna accept for myself, and I humbly offer it to anyone who listens that wants to join. I'm gonna read it one more time. And this verse 19 is for me and everybody who care about it. And give unto Solomon my son a whole heart to keep thy commandments. I pray that y'all give me a whole heart to keep the commandments. And if you care about it, you can join me as well. Thy testimonies, I pray that y'all give me a whole heart for thy testimonies, and you can join me as well. And thy statutes, and I pray that y'all gives me a whole heart to keep his statutes. And if you'll care about that, and you want to serve y'all, we can do it together. Hey, it's enough for everybody, guys. I pray that wholeheartedly we keep the commandments. I pray wholeheartedly that we keep the commandments, the testimonies, and the statutes, and do all these things that y'all ask us to do. Just like David said to Solomon, I pray that we wholeheartedly do that as well. And until next time, guys, keep the commandments. I bid you a shalom.